The Denver Broncos are leading the NFL, and the reason will shock you. Yes, you heard it right. I was analyzing teams and found that in the 2024 draft, the Broncos drafted 3 players poised to break out and elevate this roster. These aren't just names to watch, they're potential game changers who could reshape the team's trajectory. What's up, buddies? Welcome back. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We cover all AFC West news here on this channel. The Broncos quarterback Bo Nix headlines this list, and for good reason. His rookie season in 2024 laid a foundation that screams potential. Over the final 9 games last year, Nix ranked 5th league-wide in third down efficiency and led the NFL with a 68.5% completion rate. Those numbers reflect a quarterback who's not just managing games but commanding them. From a strategic standpoint, his ability to process plays quickly and deliver accurate throws under pressure stood out. Early in the season, he navigated some expected growing pains. Every rookie does. But as the year progressed, Nix grew comfortable in Sean Payton's system, showcasing poise in the pocket and athleticism when plays broke down. His mobility added a layer defense had to respect, with scrambles and designed runs keeping opponents off balance. What sets Nix apart is his fit within this offense. Payton's scheme thrives on rhythm and precision, and Nix delivered consistently, especially on scripted plays. His red zone interceptions were a hiccup. 2 picks in tight windows raised eyebrows, but those moments were outliers in a season of growth. Compared to other rookie quarterbacks, only Jaden Daniels outshined him, and even then, Nix held his own. If we're projecting forward, the 2025 draft could be a catalyst. Adding a dynamic weapon, a deep threat, or a versatile tight end would give Nix more tools to exploit defenses. The film shows a quarterback who thrives when he has options, and bolstering the roster around him could unlock top-tier production. Right now, Nix sits just outside the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. Think 12th or 13th, but with another offseason to refine his game and a stronger supporting cast, a leap into that elite tier feels within reach. The sophomore slump, it's a concern for some, but Nix's fundamentals and decision-making suggest he's built to dodge it. Transitioning to the passing game, let's talk about a wide receiver who could complement Nix's growth. Troy Franklin. A rookie in 2024, Franklin flashed potential that didn't fully materialize but left plenty to be excited about. His college chemistry with Nix at Oregon carried over to the pros, particularly on deep routes. Last season, Franklin saw more targets of 20-plus air yards than any Broncos player except Cortland Sutton. That's not a small feat for a first-year wideout. His ability to win at the line of scrimmage, using quick releases and sharp breaks, gave him chances to stretch the field. The issue, he and Nix didn't connect often enough on those big plays. Timing, coverage, or just rookie inconsistency held them back. But the raw talent is undeniable. From an analytical lens, Franklin's role in this offense hinges on the Broncos' broader strategy. Last year's passing attack leaned heavily on Sutton as the primary target, with Marvin Mims and Devon Vale splitting secondary looks. Franklin wasn't far behind, but he needs to carve out a defined role. The tape reveals a receiver who can separate downfield, especially on go routes and deep posts. What limited his impact was the Broncos' ground game, or lack thereof. Defenses didn't fear the run, so they sat back, clogging passing lanes and daring Nix to throw into tight windows. A stronger rushing attack in 2025 would open up play-action opportunities, pulling safeties closer to the line and giving Franklin room to burn corners deep. If the Broncos draft a running back to spark the ground game, expect Franklin's targets and catches to spike. He's not poised to overtake Sutton as the top option, but he could emerge as a lethal number 2, forcing defenses to pick their poison. The upside is clear. If Nix and Franklin sync up, this passing game could take a major step forward. Speaking of the ground game, our third breakout candidate is a running back who could transform the Broncos' offense. Audric Estime, a 2024 rookie out of Notre Dame, Estime showed flashes of what makes him special, even in limited action. At 4.1 yards per carry across 76 attempts, he proved he can move the chains. His strength lies in his low center of gravity and ability to power through contact. The film highlights a back who thrives between the tackles, shrugging off arm tackles and churning out extra yards. That knack for yards after contact, averaging over 2.5 per carry post-contact, sets him apart in a backfield that struggled last season. The Broncos' running game was a weak link in 2024, with no back-topping 500 yards. Javonte Williams' departure leaves a void, and Estime is positioned to fill it. That said, Estime's path to a breakout isn't without hurdles. His pass blocking needs work. Too often, he was late to pick up blitzers, which limited his snaps in Payton's scheme. Ball security is another concern. 2 fumbles last year, both in high-leverage situations, raised red flag. Unlike some backs, Estime isn't a burner. He won't outrun defenders in open space or clock a 4.4-second 40. His game is power, not finesse, and that's fine. North-south runners have a place in this league. He's also not a polished pass catcher, with hands that looked shaky at Notre Dame and in limited NFL action. But here's why optimism remains. Estime's strengths align with what the Broncos need. A physical back who can handle a heavy workload could stabilize this offense, setting up play action and easing pressure on Nick. If Estime sheds a few pounds, say 5 to 10, to gain a touch of burst, his impact could grow. Even without elite speed, 500 to 600 rushing yards in 2025 feels realistic, especially if the Broncos add a complimentary back in the draft. Zooming out, the Broncos' success in 2025 ties to how these three players develop. Nick's growth as a top-tier quarterback hinges on his ability to build on last season's efficiency while cutting down on mistakes. Franklin needs to turn potential into production, capitalizing on his deep threat ability to stretch defenses. And Estime must refine his game, better blocking, fewer fumbles, to earn a larger role. The draft will play a part, too. A new running back or a weapon for Nick could amplify this group's ceiling. What makes this trio compelling is their synergy. A quarterback who can distribute the ball, a receiver who can win downfield, and a back who can grind out tough yards. They're pieces of a puzzle that's starting to fit together.